Mwah. What's up, YouTube? Poor Man Podcast back with another video. I really appreciate the love that I got on my last video. It's probably one of my most popular uploads. I just hit 500 subscribers. I really want to thank the Red Pill community for supporting what I'm putting out. Picking up what I'm putting down is basically what I'm saying. Okay, I hit 500 subscribers, like I said. But the goal is to get 1,000 subscribers by February. My goal is to be monetized by February. We'll see if it happens, but that's the goal, and everybody got to have them. So y'all just give me a hand, hit that like, subscribe button. You know I got to do the regular YouTube stuff. So hit the like, subscribe button, if you're picking up what I'm putting down. All right, today's video is going to be a reaction video to why these black men don't date black women. I know y'all be busy, so let me go and get right into it. I ain't going to waste y'all time.
Who are you?
Michelangelo.
Okay, nice to meet you.
How are you? I've been out with black women or approached black women, and before they even knew me, they said, how many kids you got? How many baby mamas you got? Dating outside my race, I haven't had no issues like that at all.
Okay, and you are?
I'm Coro.
Coro.
I've been practicing abstinence for 3 years. 3 years with no sex. I'm looking for someone that can respect my views on this, someone that can love me for me.
And you are?
You know, it's crazy to me that he would be a person out of all people that is, having a hard time finding black women. Black women, these are characteristics you should be looking for, okay? That's character. That's a resolve. That's a desire. He's so desiring. He's so committed to looking for love that he put aside his human nature, and that is to spread his seed as a man. Okay, he put that aside because he's that determined to look for love. These are things that women should literally be fighting over. These are characteristics that women should be fighting over. That also shows discipline, and it takes a lot of discipline to run a business. So if you want a man that's, trying to be successful, you got to look for men that have loyalty to themselves, that have resolve, that have discipline. Those are characteristics you should be looking for. You know what I mean? That's just something that I'm seeing there.
Both. Yeah, I don't date black women now because of past experiences. They like to place that strong personality on you, and sometimes you just kind of, stand a woman's place.
So do you have any idea why you're here?
We share some of the same
Opinions.
About?
Why are black women so angry?
Was your mother angry?
To a certain degree, yes.
Every time, y'all. Do I need to say it? Every time, right? A lot of brothers that don't like you, or that don't, I won't say like, I'll say that don't date black women. That's a lot of times their complaint. That they're too forward, that they're too aggressive, that they're too argumentative. Women, all we want is cooperation. If you want to be with me, that means you're trusting me to lead. Okay? Let me lead. Don't be fighting me in front of the kids, you feel me? Because that's going to show them that they don't have to respect my authority. I don't want to be arguing with you in public. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here to lead. So make my job easier. Just cooperate. And if you trust me to lead, let me lead. Also, going back, she just brought up the mother thing. Okay? That's a tired argument. Okay? Just because my mother's black doesn't mean I'll have to only date black women. And just because my mother's black doesn't mean other black women aren't angry. Obviously, my mother's going to hold that anger back when it comes to me. So she might not appear angry to me. Not all the time, but to other black men, yeah, she might just be another angry person. Okay, she might be bitter. And that comes from your own decisions. If you decided to be a single mother, that's from your own decisions.
She had that anger inside of her, but she made sure that she didn't pass it on to me. I see how she handles that, and she gives off that vibe that I get from women here, but when it came to me and how she approached me and taught me about women, she said, don't deal with this.
That's interesting, because as a black mother,
yeah,
my work was to help my son understand it so that he would know how to stand in it with a black woman. Why are you here?
My situation is a little bit different because I traveled a lot when I was a kid. Very talented, very gifted musically. So because of that, when I came back to my neighborhood, when I was dealing with certain black women, you're different. You talk funny. You dress funny. The music you listen to is funny. I don't like being because I had flip-flops on or I had a turtleneck, I'm gay. The problem I'm having is just because you're my culture and you're black, you don't get a pass. All the women in my family, I got a side of cousins that made me feel weird about that.
How can anybody make you feel anything? You get to choose how you feel.
You don't know that when you're kids, it's a psychological imprint.
What does that have to do with today?
This is a major problem amongst And you see it a lot with brothers that don't even want to date black women anymore. You look at a Jordan Peele, people that are artistically gifted, and these people are pushed aside by our culture because they're not hypersexual and hyper aggressive. They have that artistic bone, and just because sometimes our women can't understand it, they push them aside because they want the package to look better. You know what I mean? They want you to have the Jordans on because that's what the city girls of Cardi B told them to look for. You know what I mean? So a brother that got on loafers, he might look a little white or too feminine, right? Instead of looking at his actual gifts and what he brings to the table, you're judging based off of his looks just because he wearing overalls and you know what I mean? And wearing flip-flops. We judge them and see them and then they look at them as more feminine. So they don't want to give them a chance until they become musically gifted. You know what I mean? And those people sometimes blow up. Sometimes you got to be different to blow up.
Now, with a black woman, I have this in my mind before I even talk to you, she's going to think I'm weird. And that bothered me a lot.
When I went to junior high school, I got bussed from Ocean Hill, Brownsville to Flatbush, and they spit on me and called me a nigger. They spit on me. And I was 13. And these were adults, not the children. So my point is this, that don't have nothing to do with who I am today.
Literally contradicting, literally proving all of the stereotypes to be true. The man that she just spoke to just said, I feel like black women are angry. I'm here to prove to you that not all black women are angry, is what she's saying, right? And then literally, as the next man tries to tell her the reason for why he doesn't date black women, instead of her saying, okay, I understand that does happen. There are some bad women that will do that will judge you. She then goes on a tyrant and gets angry about her previous experiences and basically disregards how he feels. You know what I mean? She's speaking to them like a parent instead of like a person that's trying to understand their argument or their position. You know what I mean? So what it seems like is that she might be the one that needs the therapy. She might be the one that needs to go get her life fixed or get her life together. And black people, that is okay. It's okay. And what she did was she tried to make it seem like your childhood does not affect your present. And that's just completely not true. And that's one of the things it's just mantra in the black community that, oh, it's just going to be okay. Okay? It's that stuff, stuff happens, right? That's life. Just come. No, go get therapy. If something like that has affected your life, I believe both the man and the woman that was just speaking should both go get therapy. What's so wrong with therapy? Go get help if you need help. Because regardless of what you say, talking about she got spit on, she got spat on, whatever the word is for it, it's going to affect how you feel emotionally in the future. Okay? The little things like that add up.
What is your experience?
A lot of black women, they don't want to talk to me. Some of them don't want to talk to me. Some of them want to talk to me because, number one, I'm a God-fearing man. I don't believe, like right now, I'm practicing abstinence. I'm not having any sex whatsoever.
Why you ain't in the church?
I am in the church. I'm going to tell you about the church women. If you don't have a collar, they don't want to talk to you. I'm straight up.
But
if you don't have a collar, they don't want to talk to you.
Do you know what the collar represents, though?
I guess it's purity or, leadership or, I don't know, a divine...
How about power?
Yeah.
How about power? That's what it represents.
Okay. So then she goes on, she's saying that, okay. The thing about that is exactly what I was just discussing in the beginning when I was talking about the other guy, the musician. Okay? That's perceived power. That's pseudo power. That's only power in an environment. If you have a collar in the church, that does not represent power outside of the church. That only represents power inside of the church. That is pseudo power, okay? Just because a guy doesn't have, just because he's not the deacon in the church doesn't mean he doesn't have power outside of these walls. And that's something that black women have a hard time separating from. They don't understand the difference between appearing to have money and actually having money, okay? They don't understand the difference between appearing to have power and actually having power. Just because I don't want to fight you in the middle of the club don't mean I'm not powerful. If anything, sometimes it means you're more powerful because you're above it. Okay? But sometimes, like I said, it's just the appearance. It's the idea.
But let me tell you why I've called you here today. I've invited you here because my intention is to dismantle the myth of the angry black woman. I believe it's a myth. Huh. As a black woman, I believe it's a myth. I invited you here for a mixer tonight, just to be with some women. All kinds of women, all ages. We all have a story, we all have an experience, and we all get to choose. Tonight you get to choose how you're going to experience these women. But I do also want to thank you for being here. Thank you for being a demonstration, because I know there are hundreds of thousands of black men, all ages, who've had these experiences, and I believe, and it's my intention, for us to heal. Hello, my...
Okay. It just seemed like it was... I understand what she was trying to do, right? And I give her credit for what she's trying to do. She's trying to help black men understand that, about what she wants to unify black men and women. Okay, I understand that. But again, this is the same thing that we keep repeating. We keep parroting the same message, and it's kind of annoying. Listen to what they're saying. She didn't listen to any of their things. She heard them, and then she responded with something that basically disregarded anything that they were saying. And then she contradicted her own message. The first dude said black women seem angry. And then she screams at a dude halfway through the thing and talks to him like like she's his mother. Men are not trying to sit around and hear that. Okay? Are you not helping nobody? I think that if anything, she may be the one that needs to go get some therapy. And there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes people need therapy. There's no problem with that. But to then just make it seem like those black men were crazy for having standards and certain requirements and making it seem like everything that they felt like they were feeling was just completely just not a thing, non-existent. It's kind of rude, in all honesty. It's pretty rude to make somebody feel crazy. All right, y'all. I'm gonna leave y'all alone. I ain't gonna waste y'all time. So I'll see y'all next time.